Well, that was the wrong intro, and I am so tired that I completely did not realize it. Now, ain't that funny? That's no good for anybody. It happens to the best of us. Connor, I know, I see GCB in the corner. Mr. Jeff shaking his head behind the scenes. I see everybody. And if it wasn't a 3-minute intro, I'd replay it. But we're already starting the show 22 minutes late because I got caught up at work and trying to get everything ready for National Reunion. So y'all don't want to sit here and watch 5 minutes of intros. That's my fault. It happens. But I would like to first thank y'all for tuning in to Look Around the Confederation. I'm your host, Stephen Moose. And before we get started, please remember, the views and opinions expressed in this broadcast, not necessarily the views and opinions of the SCVs, GC, nor divisions, brigade, camps, or any other subsidiaries, strictly those expressing them. How is everybody doing in Dixieland tonight? We have a great episode for you planned where we will be bringing on breaking news, GCB is getting a pedicure. I have my cousin back here with me today, and he didn't know what to make of that. So,
hello.
Hey, hey, buddy. I am helping watching him. I've made a deal with him today. He kept up his end of the deal. So after the show, we are going to be playing the PlayStation because he played outside all day. He got outside and played for about 4 to 5 hours. He was a good boy today. Went out and played in the sun, even though it was hot. It was about 96 degrees here in the great state of Mississippi.
100.
It felt like 100 for you, probably. And he went outside. He had a good time, and he has stayed off electronics for most of the day, so he's getting a reward.
Yay!
But the museum at Market Hall says it is hot. Let me tell you, I know. I sweated. Look at this ring around my hat from where I was working at the farm. And I was only out there for about an hour today trying to get stuff ready for the National Reunion. And speaking of which, that's all we're going to be talking about tonight. We have on First Lieutenant Division Commander of the Kentucky Division, Mr. Jeff. Again, you know, I'm always scared to say his last name. I have to see him in like 5 days, man. He scares me. I don't want to upset him before the reunion. I already paid everything. I don't want him to kick me out. You know, times are tough for a moose, man. We got to protect ourselves. So we have Mr. Jeff on tonight, and he's going to talk to us about the reunion in Kentucky. The museum at Charleston said it was 100 degrees, and they pulled the horses off the street. It is that hot.
Dang, that's sad.
Price. I see Kyle Thompson, Kentucky Division Commander, in the chat. He is in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. What you gonna do, brother? It is good to see everybody in the chat. It's good to see Connor having so much fun at my expense. It wouldn't be an episode of Chad if Connor wasn't here bullying me. We're going to give everybody a bit more of a chance to sign on tonight because I know it's running a bit late, so everybody is getting on. And when we get back on, we will be having... Shut up, Price.
What you gotta be shut up?
I'm getting bullied by Connor and a 9-year-old. I can't win. But we are currently sharing this out. So if you do notice someone's not here, why don't you give them a call and ask them why aren't they on Look Around? Yes, we know Harrison was 30 minutes late. You should have waited. Tell them that. But as I share stuff out, it is good to see everybody there in the great Dixieland. We are, as I said, coming to you a bit late tonight. Why? What have I done to you people? Why am I getting bullied so much? I have been a good moose. I have not been a bad moose.
I'll show the bad moose if they really
get General McMoose there, the one in the hoodie.
I'll show them bad news if they really believe.
General McMoose says no bullying Moose. He's a general. Look at that. Don't mess with him. Do you want to play with General McMoose, Bryce?
He's got the eyes in the skies. I had to say that.
No, you didn't.
That's the best line. That's literally the best line.
Not at
Mission
all.
Impossible.
Why are we quoting Mission Impossible?
It's like the best movie with Tom Cruise in it. Besides Top Gun.
From the next generation, everybody, we always talk about what the next generation likes, and it is Tom Cruise and Top Gun. That's how we can get.
Holland.
And Tom Holland,
The
Spider-Man.
Toms.
Oh gosh, man, you're killing me, Smalls. Do you know where that is from?
Sandlot.
Thank goodness.
That's like my favorite baseball movie of all time.
That's a good one.
Besides Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year is pretty good too. I'm trying to share everything out, make sure everybody is on tonight. I didn't join that group, but here we are. I might try to get myself kicked out by sharing some SCV content in it. It's a Yankee group, so I'm sure they will love this. What do you have now? Bryce, I have to do a show. Camera's right here, buddy. It's right here. Now Connor's saying the eyes of Moose are upon you. We're just, my gosh, y'all are killing me here tonight.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I'll take 30 minutes off your playtime.
Okay, I'll stand up.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. All right, everybody.
Sony camera.
Take an habit. We are getting ready. Well, he's not my kid though.
Is that hot chocolate?
What, buddy?
That coffee or hot chocolate?
That's coffee, buddy. I work at this desk.
That's shocking. That you work at your house.
This ain't my house.
Yeah, it's your grandmother's. That's sad that you work here. Sorry. You're getting roasted by a 9-year-old. You know that, right?
All right, so you now have 2 hours and 30 minutes to play
Yeah,
on the
quiet.
PlayStation. That's what I thought. You're not mine. Yes, I am, Connor. I'm your child. Yes, I'm yours. I warned Mr. Jeff that this show is crazy. I feel for him.
Can I fly the truck? Outside.
I'm sorry, buddy. That is broken.
Of course you broke it.
I didn't break it. Your grandmother broke it.
Of course you did. She burned Christmas dinner. She broke that.
She did. She did. All right, everybody. Victor, tonight we're just going to be talking about everything regarding the national reunion. I'm just waiting for a bit more people to come on, but your news will be on the next episode. Well, the next episode of Look Around will cover the election results. So not that one, but the next one that will be in it. So about a week or so. We're just going to be covering. He has a crush on Natalie Portman from the Star Wars films. And he's got a picture of her that he had me print out for him. And I'm starting to regret that.
Yeah, you really should be. There, I took it down.
So make sure to share this episode out so we can get a good audience from Mr. Jeff. We are about to get started a bit more seriously with the show. I was just trying to get everybody some time to get in. So again, please share this episode out. And let's see here. What are you doing?
Rocking him to sleep.
Yeah, everybody, he is playing with Baby Yoda, the Baby Yoda that was witness to the dating story. I got more comments. 100. That's an Indiana Jones book.
What's it got in it?
It's got an artifact, bud.
What? What is it?
I'll have to explain to you later. Which
movie is this from?
It's not from a movie. It's from a novel.
Of course it is.
You got to read, child.
I do. I read 4th grade a lot.
Have you ever read The South is Right?
No, but I read the Civil War book.
Which book?
Bruh.
Did Uncle Forrest get it to you? Uncle Forrest has got a lot of great history books on the war.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Now, Connor said, hit him with a whip, Price. Don't you dare get my bullwhip. Or do you have your bullwhip here? We're dangerous in this household. We give children bullwhips when they're big Indiana Jones fan.
What did Connor say?
Connor said, do you remember who Connor is? I told you about him, I think. And Connor is like my big brother, but far less handsome and annoying than me.
No wonder no girl raised him up. He got shot down.
He's engaged.
Oh, that's shocking. You said he was ugly.
I didn't say that. I got to stay with him for a week. Don't say that. I did not say that.
Congratulations, Connor.
Yeah, hey, come here and actually tell Connor congratulations. Tell your Uncle Connor congratulations.
He ain't my uncle.
Yeah, sure is.
Hello. Congratulations.
All right, goofball.
My name is Fuzzball.
But yeah, no, we have bullwhips. Me and Price, and of course my father, are huge Indiana Jones fans. Me and Price love Indy to death. So we've been watching some Indiana Jones and some Star Wars and some Spider-Man. What?
Nothing.
But golly, okay. Someone kicked the kid. Connor said someone needed to kick you, so I'm going to kick you when the show's over.
But what did I do to Connor?
You told him he couldn't get any women on live.
Sorry.
Do you know how many people watch this show?
1,000.
Millions of people watch this show a year.
Sorry, Connor.
Yeah, exactly. You be nice to Connor.
This is a lovely wife.
I'll show you after the show. We're not going to dive into Connor's personal life on the show.
Well, why do you say kick the butt?
Good evening. Any more Moose dating tips? No, Jason. You and 127 people commented on that episode. 127 all commented how my dating is awful. It was one. I didn't even know it was a date. We want Moose and the Fuzzball show.
Let me get this straight. So you remember when you dated that woman and you didn't know she was allergic to something and you gave her that sandwich? No wonder no woman likes you anymore. I still remember that when we went to the restaurant. You told me about that.
I told you that story because your sister was scared she was allergic to peanuts, and I was trying to tell her it's no big deal. That was Family Matters.
Well, that backfired. You lost the girl.
I did lose. Well, no, I didn't lose her for a couple of weeks after that, actually.
Oh, wow.
You know the reason we broke up?
You gave her peanuts.
No. It's that Spider-Man game you got there.
So it's kind of my fault. Did I play it?
No, buddy. This was you. How old were you in 2018? 2. Yeah, it's not your
2
fault.
to 3.
Yeah, it's
I
not your
didn't
fault.
even talk yet. I started talking when I was like 3.5.
Yeah, I know. And you did not talk at all. Like even when you
talker.
could talk. You didn't like talking to people. Now you won't stop talking on my show.
I don't like talking to strangers.
You're just mean.
Well, I got to meet them first. That's called common sense.
Buddy, I guarantee you won't meet all these people for a couple years.
Well, I hope I meet them soon.
I hope you do too. These are some great men in this chat.
I hope I do meet Connor.
Yeah, I hope you meet Connor too. Connor can teach you a couple things about the war too. This is a show that talks about this is going to be very simplified, so no one say anything. This is about an organization that teaches that war. So I'm a part of that. Uncle Forrest is a part of that.
So basically, it's like a Spider-Man thing where a lot of people are teaching other people stuff. Remember in that Spider-Man game, that part?
He's just compared the SCV to Spider-Man, the joys of children. The Lord did say that he wanted us all to act more like children. And I don't know what a better way than to kill some time for Mr. Jeff so he can get the biggest audience possible than to have a kid co-host all of a sudden. Isn't that weird? I can't wait to see what Mr. Jeff says about this when he gets on.
Would you like your new host to be a kid or an adult?
Victor Smith says he loves you.
Oh, yeah, good job.
And he's laughing and crying because of you. He's laughing at me because of you.
Sorry.
No, I know, David. I'm not worried about it. See, Dr. Mitchum, one of my greatest friends ever.
Get up, chair.
He says
Let me try.
he plans to fix me up with his cousin. Someone said, "Do you know the?" No, I'm not going to tell you that. You're now Fuzzball, by the way. Everybody has a code name. I'm Moose. You're Fuzzball.
Yay! Wait, don't you call me Goofball all the time?
I do call you Goofball all the time.
Hey guys, my new name is,
all right.
Goofball.
Come here.
Wait, what? How about you say it instead?
Well, let's just, okay. Say, looks like the most sharp dressed man in the SCVs in the chat tonight. It's him. He likes being called that. I think so. I've never asked.
Wait, what?
Go ahead, call him that.
You're a boat?
No. Paul, his name is right there.
Hey, Paul.
He had one job.
Paul Gramming?
Gremlin. All right, Goofball.
I'm the new host. So tonight on the news, I'll be showing you that. How many people are watching again?
Live, a couple, because your cousin was late.
At least I wasn't.
All right, get off. All right. Well, it's good to see the
I
most.
was late for my girlfriend.
You don't have a girlfriend. You're 9.
The
The most sharp-dressed man in the SCV, Past Commander-in-Chief Paul Gremlin. Good, Junior. Good to see you. It is good to see everybody. We're kind of just having a good time.
Would you like me to get out?
No, buddy, you can stay and watch. But I am about to have to get serious. So I do have an interview to do.
Okay.
All right, thank you, bud. The joys of the youth are crazy. I always love having Price down here. We get to teach a bit of history, teach guns.
And I broke a guy's neck one time, throwing him off the ceiling.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, well, I might try to do the same to Doc Ock. That ain't gonna turn out so good. He gonna break my neck instead.
Yeah.
Okay, get serious.
Yeah, we will. All right, everybody. Well,
enough goofing around. What did I say?
Now, after the horrible dating story I told yesterday, or Monday, on Monday's 250th episode, our lovely friends at the museum at Market Hall says she does have a single BFF for me, but she's a bit long in the tooth for me. I appreciate the support.
How many X's do you have?
I'm not answering that on air. Price.
That's a curious question. Let me guess. 0?
No. You know I at least have 2. Because we talked about one Monday, and you're not hearing that story. And then you know the peanut one.
Yeah.
And that you've reminded everybody about the peanut one. All right, hold on 1 second. All right, everybody. We are going to jump in the show now, but before we get started, let's talk about our great sponsors for the show and go ahead and get into Mr. Jeff's time. I'm sure Mr. Jeff is ready. God bless him. Everybody thank Mr. Jeff for coming on tonight because he's been a champion. So let's talk about our sponsors real quick. Have you fallen off a fence recently? Have you poked your eye with a stick? Have you tweaked your knee? Well, go check out Dr. Chris Cummins, MD of Oxford, Mississippi at his new address, 501 Heritage Drive, Suite 111. He is a life member of the Sons of Confederate Veterans and a past surgeon-in-chief. Make sure to go check him out today, and he'll make you feel good with some good old-fashioned Southern hospitality. You need some stuff to bling yourself out for the national reunion? Well, look no further than 31stRegEngraving.com. 31st Regiment Engraving is a wonderful lasing engraver service that was started by the California Division Commander, and he has done an outstanding job, and he is the reason I have this. This is of my ancestor, of course, the first Dawes in the great state of Mississippi, and the one that served in the war, of course, in the cavalry. And every time I'm doing something in this organization, I look down, I remember him, I remember why I'm doing it. I'm making sure that he is remembered, that our history is remembered, and that no one forgets it. While you're online, why don't you jump into Beauregard's Tailor, a family-driven business that offers t-shirts, reproduction flags, lapel pins, and so much more. Crafted with exceptional research and unmatched quality. Go check out Beauregard'sTailor.shop. And of course, I got a beautiful flag from them of the 11th Mississippi Infantry. Of course, this beautiful flag of the 11th Mississippi Infantry sticker. Of course, if you don't know who the 11th Mississippi is, that is the Ole Miss Army, so to speak. That is the students of the University of Mississippi, Ole Miss, that went and fought in the war. These brave men at Gettysburg had a 100% casualty rate. Almost everybody was either murdered or heavily wounded. So I got to wear this when I graduated. Got to make some lovely people with purple hair mad and upset and get to tell some Yankees off. So it was a great day. Why don't you also go check out, don't bend this, the museum at Market Hall, home of the Confederate Museum since 1899. Plan your visit. Remember, they are open Thursdays, Fridays, Saturday, and Sundays, but here's the important rule. The flag is out. They are open. They have a wonderful gift shop full of t-shirts, books, great stuff. If you want to learn more about the war, you can check them out at museum@markethall.com. One more time, that's museum@markethall.com. Here's a couple of the things they have in their museum. They have some uniforms. They have a cannon. They have a beautiful picture of General Beauregard and many, many other things. And last but not least, go check out the Sam Davis home. Home of course, the boyhood hero, Sam Davis. Have a creekside picnic. Walk through the herb garden. Discover a nature trail. And this is something I want to do. Bring your dog for a game of catch. Visit the 19th century smokehouse kitchen and so much more. Visit the final resting place of Sam Davis and several family members. You can go inside and watch a movie about Sam Davis, explore the museum, participate in a scavenger hunt, tour the historic zone, visit the gift shop full of souvenirs and handmade and local goods. Give yourself at least an hour and a half to 2 hours to fully enjoy your experience. You can learn more of them at www.samdavishome.org. That is all for our sponsors, but I am going to steal the sponsorship light for 1 second. I'm sure Mr. Jeff will talk a bit more about this, but there is this great Kentucky Division Challenge coin, which, if I'm not mistaken, goes to a monument. Am I correct, Mr. Jeff? All right, it goes to a new monument, so you know it's going to a good cause. Of course, I love collecting challenge coins. This one is to the Orphan Brigade, so I'd love to hear a bit of history about that when we bring Mr. Jeff on in a minute. Of course, the Kentucky Division, but here it is. This is probably my pride and joy for right now. This is one of my favorite challenge coins. It is, of course, the America 250th challenge coin that the Kentucky Division are selling. Fighting for our liberties, the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Of course, remember, the South was right in 1861 because America was right in 1776. And on the back, the 131st SCV National Reunion in Lexington, Kentucky, fighting for our liberties. And, of course, I am selfish. I got the 250th number. I wanted it. Mr. Jeff delivered because I contacted Mr. Jeff immediately. He was very nice, and that number was available, and I snatched it up so quick. So big much love to our friends in Kentucky Division. So thank you all. Remember to share this episode out. Get more people on. And when we get back, we will have the First Lieutenant Division Commander of the Kentucky Division, Mr. Jeff, on to talk about the National Reunion. Everything you need to know is in this episode. I'm going to let him talk for as long as he talks. And after that, I'll see you at National Reunion. So we'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
There is a place nestled in the rolling farmland of southern Middle Tennessee. A home constructed in 1837, nearly lost to the ravages of war. Saved by a servant and a Confederate general. A place where families loved and lost. If walls could talk, what stories could be told. If a place, a home, can feel love, loss, pain, surely this is one of those places. Nearby is a more recent structure, and inside are the stories of heroes and heroines, stories of battles won and lost, stories of sacrifices made by the people of its native soil. A place that will tell the true and complete story of the Southland and the war fought for its freedom. From the causes that led to the conflict to the modern-day struggles to protect Southern history. Historic Elm Springs and the Confederate Museum at Elm Springs are the general headquarters for the Sons of Confederate Veterans. A place where the story of the Southland and its historic struggle is preserved and told. Come and discover your history.
I was about to say there is two of us on here. Everybody, please welcome aboard Lieutenant Division Commander of the Kentucky Division, Mr. Jeff, and he is going to give you a breakdown on everything you need to know about the National Reunion next week. So, Mr. Jeff, first off, thank you for your patience. I was trying to kill us some more time to get some more people on here, and then I had an unexpected guest on the show. That's a SCV chat first. But, of course, also big thank Mr. Jeff, because when I was running late, he stood the ground and didn't leave. So I have to thank him a lot for that. And, of course, thank him for coming on and being so patient. So without further ado, Mr. Jeff, the rest of the show is yours.
Well, thanks, Moose. I'm going to take a little point of privilege here just real fast. That commercial, every time you play that, I am just amazed. So kudos to everybody who does that. The shots are just – and the way it's edited, it's just amazing. I don't think you can make a better commercial than that. So kudos to them. Then also, as we were leading up to this, I now have questions. Like, is Connor going to get the nails painted also? Is he I mean, I need to know, because I need to know what I'm looking for at the reunion.
That's a good question. Connor, are you getting your nails painted? That's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's just, some of the questions that popped up. I know that also you were kind and you didn't state that the real reason we were late was because we were just giving Kyle time to get here, since he's always late, the Kentucky commander. So that was very, very nice of you.
Well, I wanted him to be in the chat for tonight.
I know, and if we came on early, he'd have missed it. So appreciate that. And then I think this might be my last question, and probably not. And actually, I do have one, but for somebody in the audience. Is there going to be a moose hunt? Because I can't remember. I remember you guys talking about that. And is there going to be a moose hunt? Since you were getting killed earlier, will be a moose hunt at the reunion?
No, I believe. First off, Connor said he's not getting his paint on his nails. He's just getting his foot scrubbed and nails clipped. But no, I think Monday and tonight, the first 20 minutes of the show, I was getting roasted by a 9-year-old that I thought was my favorite out of his siblings that has changed. And no.
Okay.
You're still my favorite, buddy.
Wait, over Olivia? Dang. Shocking.
Shush.
Quiet.
Shush, won't air.
My kid.
Well, just real fast, that's a shame, Connor, because, if you had the battle flag painted on there, it looked really sharp.
I think he should do that and just rock it barefoot Wednesday.
Exactly.
Full suit and everything, just barefooted.
Yep.
I'm sure that won't cause a problem.
Well, just to go with the stereotype, we are in Kentucky, so, the barefoot would work.
Yeah, but to answer your question, no, sir, there is no moose hunt this year.
Okay.
Maybe next year, but that would be the last year we do it.
All right. Now I got so for Mr. Gramling and Past Commander-in-Chief Gramling and Past Commander-in-Chief McMichael, I have two questions. If both are in the audience, that maybe they could answer them for us. I was prepping for the show, I noticed that somehow the usual GEC meeting is not on the schedule that happens before the reunion kicks off. So if they could provide a time and date for that, that'd be awesome. And specifically for Past Commander-in-Chief McMichael, I could not find what is the oratory contest.
I think isn't oratory. I believe it's Friday night. Now I don't know the time.
Friday at 8.
Oh, 8?
Yep. But what's the subject of the contest?
So Abraham Lincoln is now on trial for his, his war crimes, his breaking of the Constitution, all the bad things he's done. You are a Southern lawyer. You're fighting for justice, and you are now in your closing argument. What is the closing argument?
All right. I did see that, but the dates on it were like, it said 2025. I'm like, was that last year's? I don't think it was, but just wanted to make sure. So thank you for that one. And we'll dive right into it. First off, welcome home to Kentucky. We've been looking forward to this for a couple of years, and we hope you are also. We are going to do things a little bit differently, not drastically, and hopefully some things a little bit better. We know there are going to be issues, already run into those as we speak. But first off, we're going to start a little early, and we're going to start Saturday, which is 2 days away, at the Bottoms House on Perryfield State Battlefield. Bottoms House is privately owned, but our National Reunion host, Commander Chris Hawkins, used to own that, and he knows the guy who bought it. He sold it to, and he gave us permission to have a pig roast there at 5 o'clock on Saturday. They start work on the pig today. I think it's well over 250 pounds. So we will have lots of pig for you there. Pulled pork and the fixings and stuff. And this is free. No cost. Just show up. The only things we're asking on that is bring some chairs, because the Bottoms House is within the Perryfield battlefield and on private property. There's no chairs or benches or anything there. So please bring a chair to sit. We'll be having the pig roast. There's going to be a band there to play. It's going to be just a good time to welcome everybody home into Kentucky. And obviously you can, it's one of the roads from the museum in the park goes straight to the Bottom House. So, and it's not that far of a walk. So you can go back and forth in between, drive back and forth in between to see that. And then if you can pull up that flyer that I presented, then Monday, we will be doing something a little different. Also, we are going to have a memorial service with a stone dedication at Pee Wee Valley Cemetery, which is in just outside of Louisville. It is where the Confederate home was for our boys after the war. A lot of them are buried there. This stone happened to, if I recall the story correctly, tree had fell on it, had got broken, and it needed replaced. And it's Past Commander-in-Chief McMichael's wife's relative. And that stone was set, I believe it was 2 days ago. So it is set and in place, ready to go. We will have a dedication, as you can see there, at 10 o'clock. The address is there. And you can see the medal. We had a medal created. that original medal, if I got the date right, is 1905. And we just took it and renumbered it with the July 13th date, 2026, for this dedication. And those are available for 40 years. So, and those will be available there and at the reunion. So please come to that. I'm hoping Mr. McMichael will speak. If you haven't heard Mr. McMichael speak, where have you been? Because he talks a lot, but he is so good at it. So you want to make sure you're there for that, and let's pay honor to our heroes, our ancestors. And then as I was going down the list to make sure we get everything, early registration for you will be Tuesday from noon to 5. So if you're there early on Tuesday, you can register. If you're coming in and checking in, the hotel takes registrations at 3. They cannot guarantee they'll have enough people there to get you registered early, but the you sign in and check in is at 3, and if you checkouts are going to be at 11 a.m. So you got those things. This obviously is going to be held at Fugate Resort in Lexington. It's exit 115, just off the exit. If you still haven't registered, please do so now, and you need to do so at 131scv.org. Do not mail it in because we cannot guarantee that somebody's going to be able to get that at the mailbox in time for the reunion, with it being right around the corner. So please do not mail in any registrations. Do that electronically. And while you're doing that, all the ticket sales are closed, so you should just be able to register for the reunion. And if the hotel says that they are booked, which they've been closed for a long time now, there are many other hotels there in Lexington. There's like 5 other ones at least at that exit alone. And just down the road, 2 miles down, there's 4 or 5. Another 4 or 5 miles down, there's a whole bunch more. So, and that's not even counting downtown Lexington. So there's plenty of hotels in the area if you're coming and you can't get into the hotel. Now, when you walk into the hotel, something we've done is we've got everything except for voting and for the GEC meetings in one location. It's all at the hotel, but if you walk into the main entrance of the hotel and you turn to your left, that's going to be where all your vendors and all your meetings will be held, all up and down that hallway, all right there, all by themselves. So there's no walking to other places. Everything's right there. Even the GEC meeting is just, the other side of the hotel. So it's not, a long walk for that. So we want to make sure you guys know that. Also, a reminder, because we have been getting calls on this, we are in the Eastern time zone. So all the meetings, everything is Eastern time zone. So please make note of that as you're traveling and be aware of that everything is in the Eastern time zone. Also, make sure that you have your SCV card, your membership card, because you will need that to prove getting into the ticketed events, and just to make sure make sure you have your ticket. And if you're not, don't have your ticket and you're not on the list, they're not going to let you in. That's a lot of times that's happened in the past. People snuck in and it's cost money, and we, as a brigade, do not have that kind of money. Let's see what else. I just want to make sure I got everything here. Okay, and vendor tables, for those who have been asking, the vendor tables have been assigned by the motel and been set up according to fire code. So those have already been assigned, so we can't move those. So wherever they've assigned you is where you will be. those are some of the questions we've been getting already, and we just wanted to touch base on that and make sure you know that. And just in regards to fenders, I know in years past the fenders seem to have been dwindling a little bit. We are almost, and this will fluctuate because we have some people dropping out last minute, some people not that, health reasons or whatever have popped up and they're not able to be there. But we're looking at almost 40 fenders for the, I know, it's been a long time since we've seen that. Well, I think Charleston had a lot when we got there too. But that's always been one of my pet peeves is watching that dwindle because I like to do the shopping on at the fenders and seeing what everybody has. So just wanted to let you guys know that's going to be huge. So I mentioned early registration is Tuesday noon to 5. The fender setup and registration for your registration tables also Wednesday 8 to 5. And then Thursday, we will start the reunion and going to ask everybody that is having a flag and to march in the parade of flags to be there around 7:30, probably no later than 7:45, so we can get organized and have everybody in the order that we need them to be in to do that. I don't think there's that's been shut off yet, but if you have not, we ask that you please go to the 131scf.org under registration for Parade of Flags. It's free. Register for the to carry your flag in and set it up for the reunion. I think we're almost up to 50 on those at the moment for the Parade of Flags, and something that I haven't seen done, but I've never been around as long as most. Is we're giving out a little streamer to go on your flag this year. And but we only have 50. So the first 50 who get registered will be the 50 who get the streamer to go with the flag. So, and that's obviously no cost, nothing along those lines. We're just asking you register so we can have a list and have everything in order as best as possible. And then we will kick off the reunion Tuesday night with a dinner and a talk about the Battle of Richmond. If you haven't heard or been around, Battle of Richmond was probably the largest Confederate victory. It was almost a complete rout. So lots of good things there. They have a really nice museum and they had the battlefield that comes straight up 421. So that'll be good to hear about. And then next day, Wednesday, for those who got their tickets, we will do a bus tour, which will take pretty much all day. I think it runs from 9 to 5. And lunch will be provided with that to go and tour the battlefield and some of the battles that took place prior to actual Richmond as they were coming up the road. And then obviously Thursday, starting the reunion with all the ticket defense and everything. And the election, which is a big one this year. I think we have Lieutenant Commander in Chief. That will be the big battle this year. So we're looking forward to you being here. And there are a lot of things to see outside of the reunion. I know when I do go to reunions, I always leave early, and I like to go around and tour the places and see what's going on there. So within Kentucky, there's the Richmond battlefield, which is about 40 minutes from the hotel. Camp Wildcat, which was just down the road, is an hour, 15 minutes away. An hour and 45 minutes away is Mill Springs National Battlefield. It's there along Cumberland Lake. 2 hours, 10 minutes away, Middle Creek National Battlefield. An hour and 15 minutes away is Brandenburg, which will be having a reenactment on the 11th and the 12th. So this weekend, Brandenburg is doing their reenactment. If you're not familiar with Brandenburg, that is where John Hunt Morgan crossed the river on his last raid. So they had a nice little cannon battle with a gunboat. So you can see that and attend. Obviously, Perryville is an hour and 15 minutes away. North of there, about 40 minutes away, closer to me, is the Battle of Cynthiana, where there was 2 battles with Morgan going through there. Over on the river, as part of one of those, his Basil Duke, hour and 30 minutes away in Augusta. There's Leatherwood out in eastern Kentucky. That's almost 3 hours away. And a little farther than that is Pound Gap, which is right on the Virginia border. If you've not been to Pound Gap, if you're coming through, coming out, it sits right on top of the mountain on the Virginia-Kentucky line. And they have many, many monuments that they placed up there on top of that hill. And it's beautiful views. So, and I believe in the program there's a little information about that. Obviously, if you're looking to tour some of the cemeteries, right there in Lexington, just down the road is Lexington Cemetery. John Hunt Morgan, Basil Duke, John Cabell Breckinridge, all buried there, along with other generals and many, many other Confederates that are buried there. The John Hunt Morgan statue and the John Cabell Breckinridge statue that were in the courthouse that they took down in Lexington have been relocated to the cemetery. And it is an absolutely beautiful cemetery. And I just went blank on the guy's name, but I'm not going to ask Moose because he didn't help me last time I was on here and drew a blank. I know, I'm telling you.
I tried.
But he played, if you've seen the Ernest Goes to Jail and the Ernest videos, he's buried just down from the Confederate Cemetery. So you can go visit his grave. Then try to make sure I got those. And those are just some of the things you can do. There's plenty of places to eat off out of there. If you want to do those things, we will have a basically a tourism booth set up. It's an information booth there. Getting the programs or the guides for the tourist activities and stuff that you would want to see. So that you can pick those up. Also there, obviously, in addition to what the hotel may have that you might want to do. Some of the things, one of the things that me and my girlfriend were kind of getting about is she kept going, why don't you do something at the castle? I'm like, well, the castle's kind of expensive and they don't want a lot of money for us to do that. But there is an actual castle not too far from there that you can go visit. They have teas, dinner, and stuff like that was built just the other side of Keeneland. So those who like horse racing, there's that, but I don't think Keeneland is running at this time. Obviously, horse country. The Kentucky Horse Park, 2 to 3 miles from the hotel, is the Kentucky Horse Park. So you can go see that. And I saw a note there, and I did not say it earlier. As far as rooms and stuff, because I've actually been asked multiple times, what if I don't want to stay at the hotel and I want to go camp and bring my camper up and stuff? Kentucky Horse Park has a campground, and that's within 5 miles of the motel. So you're not too far from the reunion at that point. So all good things. Some of the food places, if you want to go out to eat, if you like good Southern cooking, place that we always go after meetings a lot of times is Ramsey's. There's 5 of those. There's a local place and just has really good food just up the road by the horse park. Red State Barbecue gets rave reviews. Their grits are pretty good. There's for people coming in from who come through West Virginia like I do, because I love West Virginia. There's a Tudor's Biscuit World there, so you can get some biscuits there for breakfast stuff. Columbia Steakhouse, Critchfield's, which is a local place that's known for their fried chicken. It's supposed to be the best around. Big Kahuna, which is a Hawaiian store. That's like one of the places to get rave reviews for places. So if you're looking for something a little different, anything, a lot of people ask about the Ark, visiting the Ark, and that is about 50 minutes straight up 75. So you literally leave the hotel, get on 75, stay on that, you get off of Williamstown, and it is right there. So you can go do that if you would like. Some a little bit farther place if you want to go to, which I eat there a lot, just up the road in Paris, about 20 minutes away or so, is the only remaining Jerry's restaurant in the world. So that is a really good place to go to. So always packed. So, and if anybody had any questions that they need to ask or anything like that, please see us. We will be wearing these shirts. So just find one of us, ask, and if they don't know, we'll send you somebody who does. Hopefully you have a great time. We're looking forward to this and looking forward to this being a great time for everyone involved. It's been a long time coming to Kentucky. Obviously, the oratory contest, which we kind of hit on earlier, is 8 o'clock Friday night. There may or may not be some special Hank themed Woodford Reserve, little miniature bottles. May or may not, can't say, but you might want to be there to check it out. And you never know what else you may find there. Just ask. So it's and something a lot of people don't understand about Kentucky and its bourbon. Within the hotel, they have bourbon bars that you can just pop your card, order your bourbon, and it'll make it for you right there. No actual bartender. They have 2 of them at least in the hotel. So it'd be a good time for all. And they have it, obviously, it being a resort, part of the fees and stuff include your parking, pickleball. I'm a little too old to do that, but then there's obviously a really nice golf course there at the resort. About anything you want. People from Florida, there's a Publix right down the road. There's a Kroger for those of us more northerly, sadly. We know there's a lot of other things going on that you might like to do. Please just ask us and let us know. And some of the stuff you can buy, if I'm not mistaken, is this Cottle's Army flag, which will be there. The Ben Cottle camp will be selling those for those of you who have a lot of southeastern ties. Will be there. The Rebel mat behind me, which is really nice. They, I'm pretty sure Ben Hart and Hound Camp will have some of those. So we will have a lot of merchandise for you. Hopefully some cheap, some not so cheap. And by cheap, I mean price-wise, not cheap stuff. Just we wanted stuff a little, try to get some stuff there that was not, $40 a pop. So, and with that, as Moose did a really great job, the coins he held up is that SUP reunion medal. Yeah, that or coin. There's only 300 of those. If he'll flip it around, that is numbered. As he said, he had 250. There's only 300. We're well, almost halfway there, so we won't have many left. Those are $25. So, but they're 2.5 inches. They're in a plastic case, and it's really heavy because I've been carrying them around for months now, and they get it will weigh on you. And then the other coin that he held up is something that the Kentucky Fishing I started a year or two ago. We started on the Orphan Brigade. We started off with General Joe Lewis. and then with the reunion coming up, I went over to the batteries of the Orphan Brigade, and we started with Cobb's battery. And that, what did you see on the front there that he's showing up? That is an actual picture, and I have a picture here. If I don't drop that. This was taken at Perryville. That is the Bluegrass Brigade. I'm on there. Bruce Gibson from Kentucky, not Tennessee. Can't get those two confused. Although they do look alike. I don't know how that works, but that we put that on there. Us firing at a night salute at Perryville, and on the other side is a picture of Cobb's Battery at Chickamauga. There. And we are using those to raise money for monuments. We are hoping to put one. My goal is to put one in Franklin within next year or so, because Kentucky doesn't have one there. And then obviously to continue raising money as we go forward to continue to put monuments up. So a lot of good causes there if you looking to spend money. That one is $15. But I'll give you a deal for $40. I'll let you have one of each. That which works a lot because most people don't realize 25 and 15 is 40. So just had to put the salesmanship out there.
Yeah.
Somebody tried to talk me down, goes, I'll give you 35. I said, well, it's 60 now. So you got to watch it. I go up, not down. And that's about all I have, but I can go on for days making stuff up. I tell you stories about Kyle Thompson if you want. If I don't know one that's good, I can make something up. He won't mind. He'll just roll with it.
You know, I like that.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys have a great time. We are so looking forward to this. Something I didn't mention, we started to put it out in our introduction video that was at the reunion we announced was the coal mining. Obviously, coal being a big part of Kentucky. If you go down to Harlan, which should be about 3 hours away from there, they have a coal mine that you can tour. So if that's something you're looking to do, you can do that. And then just right up the road from there is Kingdom Come State Park, is bear capital of Kentucky. A cousin of mine was there, and they a couple of days ago, he works for state parks, but he was there and had video of bears. So people like to see bears. So those are available there to see. If you can see that. I've been 3 times, have not seen a bear. But if you get at the top of Kingdom Come and look, that is just an absolutely beautiful view of that valley. So that's about all I got. But I can keep going. I can name state parks. I traveled this state as the lieutenant commander all over the place. So if you're sneaking in, shameless plug for David's Steakhouse. That's where the Arthur Camp meets in Corbin. I always had to go there to eat. I had to miss tonight because I was doing this. But it's a nice little family-owned restaurant. It's got a buffet. So, which you can't go wrong with a buffet.
Never.
Did you ever get an answer on the GEC meeting? No? Okay. Well, usually those are like the day before, so, but I couldn't remember. So it'll probably be Tuesday or Wednesday. It's usually an hour or two.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah. That's what I was thinking. And hopefully, and I haven't seen anything, something that I've been kind of bothering me, but not in a bad way, but I just want Alabama next year. So they should be making a big push at the reunion for you to get signed up for next year. So, and please do that. So the earlier you sign up, a lot of times, the better off you are.
Yeah, I couldn't recommend that more. Everybody, please support these people that put this on getting there and signing up as early as you can at reunion is the best thing you can do to help them.
Except for Mississippi. We're not signed up for Mississippi. That's a joke. That was a joke.
I was about to be hurt. All right. Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Jeff? Ryan said that is correct. The Admiral Raphael Sims Camp 11 in Mobile is hosting next year. I want to thank Camp 11 for doing that because they just put up a monument, and to be like, you know what we want to do? Host a national reunion. Because first off, they when I say put up a monument, they gave the original Raphael Sims monument in Mobile it back up in honor. They saved it. They were able to put it back up on this beautiful pedestal. Now that is new, but the monument is original. And then they go and say, you know what else we want to do? We want to host a national reunion. I applaud you, gentlemen. First off, I guess that camp just needs more work. Y'all can come help Mississippi host the 2028 one. How about that?
Hey, when they had the, I think I was at the last one they hosted. If it's close or at the same place, it was a really great hotel, and the convention center was doing it there. That was really nice. It was right there, right across the road, the road with the walkway. And sadly, the Sims statue was right there in between the two, and that got taken down for absolutely no reason.
But that is up.
Yeah, so now it's back up. And then one of my favorite things from there was doing the USS Alabama and getting on that. That was impressive. I'd always wanted to be on a battleship, and that was a really good time. So
I couldn't imagine. I did get to take a picture with the Sims monument before it was moved, and it was at that reunion. That was fun fact. When the Admiral Sims Camp hosted it in Mobile, I believe that was my first national reunion. When I was probably not much older than him, the lovely guy that just coughed into my microphone and scarred all my listeners. And it was a great time. I got to take a picture. Get out of my shot. I got to take a picture of that monument. It was a great time. But real quick, thinking of Kyle Thompson, just one more time. Boom. Just want to throw that up there. Hulk Hogan with the Kentucky Division Commander. Just kind of have to now. It's too good not to.
Him and I have a Buc-ee's fascination. So the Buc-ee's now has a Hulk Hogan shirt that he has me on the lookout for.
Who doesn't have a Buc-ee's fascination in this?
I know. I need you to go to Mississippi and bring me back like the little car emblem with the state on it, because I was there and they didn't have it.
Next time I'm down that way, I'll pick it up for you. But if no one has any questions for Mr. Jeff, we'll wrap up the show real quick on the SCV chat side of things. If you did, Kyle, you gave me the segue, so I'm going to take it. You talked about Hulkamania and Bucky Mania. Well, now we got to talk about Moose Mania. And
exactly.
If Kyle, if you don't get this shirt, I'm going to be crushed. If you get a Bucky's Mania shirt before you get a Moose Mania shirt, Kyle, I'm going to be upset with you. So, of course, real quick, the Moose Mania shirt, all proceeds going for that. SCV chat will keep none of that. I will keep none of that. It is all going to be donated to the SCV and Miss Linda Gramlin's name. If you don't know who Miss Linda was, Gigi, as she was affectionately called, she was Granny Gramlin. She was like a mother to all the new people going to reunion. And I remember
great woman.
When I went to the last reunion held in Florida, that's when I got serious about the SCV, was at that Florida National Reunion. After that, I have been to every national reunion since, and Gigi helped me out. She guided me. She helped me. She coined Moose Mania. That was her idea. It was her idea to take General McMoose around, and she gave me General McMoose. So she wanted to spread the Moose Mania. And so every cent that is raised for this shirt will go to the SCV and be donated in her name. That moose. You gave me this moose, General McMoose. So I do want to heavily encourage everybody. At this point, I was hoping that a lot of people would order them for the oratory, and a lot of people have. Even if you can't wear them to the oratory, even if they're not going to be in time for National Reunion, the deadline to order these shirts, and they'll be gone, because I wanted to donate all the proceeds towards it for Miss Linda to the SCV. Because of that, this is like the first Moose Mania shirt, which is now a collector's item. Funny, isn't that? This shirt will go away after either Friday or Saturday. I want to make a donation before I leave National Reunion. So your last day to pick this up will be Friday, and I heavily encourage y'all to please get this for her. She loved this. She thought it was fun. She thought it was something for everybody at Reunion to do while we were all by the bonfires and visiting. Just something goofy to lighten the mood, because it gets so serious. And as you said, we have an election this year. And no matter how the cookie crumbles, someone's going to be upset. And someone is going to be hurt on an amendment that fails or passes. And sometimes you have to take a step back, because we get heated, because Mr. Jeff, I don't know if you know this, but every Southerner has an opinion, and they usually defend those opinions to the death. And when I tell you that I'm so happy that Miss Linda gave us something to laugh about after those serious moments, it helps remind us, I hope, and that was her hope, that it fosters that brotherhood, just something to do. Something to laugh about, something to look forward to at the end of the day, some way to smile. And after, a harsh reunion, that could be the moments that you remember the most. So please get the Moose Mania 3 shirt. Last order of business, we will be having a rerun this Monday. Let me pull up what rerun I have scheduled.
Just real fast. At the 131scv.org, there's a merchandise page. That website will be shut down after the reunion, so you cannot order anything. A lot of those items will be available there, but if you cannot make it to the reunion and you would like to have a medal or whatever, what merchandise we have on that page, need to do so now, so you can make sure that you get that. Because that website will go away and you won't be able to get it. So please do so now.
Please support them and help them out. And again, this Monday we're doing a rerun on our last Christian episode of the Sin of Pride. So please go check that out Monday. Even though we'll be on the road and getting ready for a National Reunion, that doesn't mean SCV Chat's taking a break. So make sure to tune in Monday at 7 p.m. Confederate Standard Time for your weekly episode of SCV Chat.
Any pop-up live episodes?
There will be a couple of pop-up live episodes. We will be scattered around National Reunion doing lives a lot. I'm sure Mr. Jeff will call us over here for a live to show something off, which I love doing, by the way, helping National Reunion people out, showing some cool stuff off. Of course, there'll be an episode of Look Around. Well, I mean, he's got to see. He heard the grass being cut. He just wants to see what's happening out there.
I know. It's surprised it took this long for him to get in there.
But we will have a Look Around episode that covers the election results on when is the election? Saturday?
Should be Saturday.
Yeah, so we'll have
That's typically when they do that. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have one Saturday. We'll cover the opening ceremonies.
Speaking of elections,
go ahead.
8:00 Saturday morning. Army elections. Also, I believe your father is up.
Yes, sir. He is. He's running for AOT councilman.
Yep.
I'm
So
a
your
little
armies
biased.
will elect. So a lot of big stuff going on. A bunch of amendments too. I have that sitting right here with me to go over again. So
Ooh, yeah, the amendment. That's those are always the fun ones.
oh yeah.
But we'll do that. We'll cover the swearing in and the passing of the flag and the gewgaw of the next commander in chief at the commander in chief's reception and ball. We'll of course have an episode live every day, giving you an update what happened at National Reunion, as well as we'll have random episodes that pop up with us around Kentucky, through us around Reunion, whenever we just have a random idea. So make sure to follow SCV Chat on Facebook. That is the only place you'll get updates on our streaming schedule, because it's going to be all over the place. There is something set in stone, and that is this. If you remember, we did candidate interviews for office. This is the schedule they will be releasing in, the reruns. And it is extremely important in this election that you rewatch these, make the best decision you can, pray about it, talk to these men at National Reunion, and vote for what your heart tells you or your camp tells you, however you do delegate votes at your camp. ATM Monday, the Army of Trans-Mississippi interviews will be from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Central Time. It's still going to be on Central Time on what we have done here in Mississippi because, well, that's just how I had to schedule it. Also on Monday is the AOT interviews. So Army of Tennessee interviews will be 3:15 to 5:30 p.m. that day. And then on Tuesdays, Army of Northern Virginia Tuesday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. And then buckle in, everybody. Wednesday will be the national office interviews. So Lieutenant Commander-in-Chief and Commander-in-Chief will be from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. So buckle up. I, again, encourage everybody to watch your Army and watch the national one. Support the Moose Mania shirts. Support the national reunion. Everything Kentucky's doing, help them out. Check us out Monday. Make sure to watch the interviews. And again, stay tuned because SCV Chat goes full blast on National Reunion Week. We're going to give you all we have. And I guess without any further ado, that's all we have here tonight, folks. Unless, Mr. Jeff, you have something you want to say before we end the show.
Actually, I got the camp calling me now. No, just welcome home to Kentucky. All you orphans, welcome home. Kentucky, home of the Orphan Brigade. We're just going to welcome everybody back in, and we're just happy to have you.
Well, thank you for having us. Now, one more time, everybody, I'm asking you to share this episode out so everybody can get their update on National Reunion 2026. Hosted.
And ask us. We'll guide you to where you need to be.
And make sure, as he said, to go talk to everybody at Kentucky Division. They're great men, great brothers. They're all very friendly. I can attest to that. Trust me, if someone's not friendly to me, I usually don't go talk to them unless they come talk to me. I always look out for the Kentucky boys. They're always my friends, and they have been some great people during this. A lot of hard work, and it's even more hard work than I realized since now my division is doing one. God bless y'all. That is
wow. Yeah, we
but,
did it in 2 years, not the usual 3. So I think in North Carolina, something happened, and then they said, can you guys do it? And we were like, yep. So we did this in 2 years. Usually it gives everybody 3, but we only did it in 2.
That is extremely impressive, sir. Thank y'all. And again, there goes a lot in work in hosting a national reunion. Go thank these guys. I know none of us are in this for the thanks, but trust me, the amount of work that goes into this, they should get a plaque.
Yeah. All I ask is be civil. Don't come yell and scream at us. We will try to help you. Just, talk to us in a voice that's normal, and we will respond in kind. So.
But without any further ado, everybody, again, one more time, please share this out. Now, again, the next episode of Look Around will be covering the election. So we'll be covering the news on the Look Around after reunion, but make sure to send in your news, short videos, and write-ups to scyouthoutreach@gmail.com, and you'll be featured on the upcoming episode of Look Around the Confederation. I've been your host for evening, Moose. Thank you all for watching. Thank our lovely Patreon members at the bottom of the screen.
And look forward to the new SCV chat thing, Moose and Fuzzball, coming soon.
No. What?
You're a goofball. Just all right. You go get me some water, and when you get back, we'll start playing the game.
Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, can you say the magic word?
3 hours. Thank you, buddy.
Moose and Fuzzball show coming soon.
I'll lose my hair and be as bald as my daddy. He's a good kid. But thank you all for watching. Thank you to our wonderful Patreon members down below. Of course, check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/SCV chat. For $2.50 a month, you can feed a moose. For $10 a month, you can become a real chat head. For $30 a month, you get exclusive merchandise that not even me and Connor, the co-owners of SCV Chat, get. And, of course, for $8 a month, you join our great sponsors. If it wasn't for the people scrolling across their screen, we would not be able to do these updates for y'all, to have this news be presented to y'all. So one more time, thank you all for watching. And remember, chat heads, to stay Southern. Good night, everybody.